Hey everyone, today I wanted to give you guys some examples of servants that can Buster Loop. A few days ago I made a basic Buster Loop guide and video, and a lot of people liked it. I was very appreciative of all the likes and everything and all the comments and stuff. But today I wanted to show some of the characters that actually can pull this off. So we're on JP here. As you notice, and as I said in the first video, I don't have Oberon, so a lot of these will be Oberon-less. But I just wanted to show some examples of characters that might not be the obvious ones or the insane ones, but I do want to try to do at least one of all of the main classes. There will be some classes that I won't be able to show because I either don't have the best character for that, or just a character that can Buster Loop, or in the case of Ryder, I don't have Drake's skills up. So let's get right into it. The first one I want to show is Sabers, and obviously Artoria is the main the big one, right? For Buster Looping. Along with some other ones like Ibuki and stuff, but Mordred can too, and she just got a buff on JP. That's just for damage and stuff, but I wanted to show off Mordred because I think she's cool. So we'll do Mordred first. We're going to do Sabers, and then I will go through a bunch of the classes and just show examples. And we will get to some examples that become a little unique. So a lot of the characters, it's just going to be basic, 50% NP. Click the, and you'll see how I do it. But some characters like Mordred, as we're starting off, are a little bit more unique, which I'll show and talk about. But other characters, we're going to do Nobunaga as well. Don't have a 50% battery, they have a 30% battery, so you can use that as well as examples. So let's get right into it. Before we start though, real quick, one thing I want to mention is the CE that I will be using for most of this video is cranking, and it is a free CE we'll be getting for April Fools next year. NA will be getting it next year. And it's really good, and it's 50% NP and a bunch of other stuff. And you can substitute this for any 50% NP starting anyway. Also, later on in the video, we will be using some other CEs and stuff for examples, but this is just the basic one I think a lot of people will be using, and just to show this, if you've heard of it and not seen it or whatever, it's cranking. But yeah, there's a ton of these type of 50% CEs with some bonuses and stuff out there. Not too hard to find. But anyway, alright, let's get into it. Alright, so Mordred is a little interesting because she only has a 30% battery on her third skill. However, her NP charges herself back by 20%. That's the overcharge effect, so it can get a little higher, and some CEs come out later down the line that help that kind of strategy. But for now, it's only going to charge 20%. So let's see how we do this. So, as you can see, we're not running two Koyanskayas. One Koyanskaya's in the back, actually. But we're running Reyna's because she's a 30%. So, we're starting with our 50%. If you have the append skill, this will also be easier. But let's just go ahead and click some of the skills here. And then the third skill is the charge, so we get to 80% here. Then we're going to give Mordred the 20% from Reyna's skill. Then we'll give Mordred the buffs, as usual. Then we will click the NP. And you will see that we will get 20% back. I'm going to turn it down just a tad, because it's a little loud. Talk to a Mordred. Claret, run, Arthur! You guys don't want to hear me do the NPs, I'm sure. But anyway, another thing to note is, since we only have Koyanskaya, one Koyanskaya out right now, it will affect the damage, so this is probably not the greatest strategy for if you're doing a really, really hard quest, but as you can see, we're just doing some XP stuff. And if you do want to use her on like really, really hard stuff, or you do want the double buffs and stuff, there are ways to do it, such as impedance skills and stuff like that. But obviously I'm just trying to show baseline how you can do this. So now you see we're at 20% from the NP. So now we're going to give Koyanskaya the last thing. So now she's done. She has no skills. So we're going to swap her out with the plug suit. That kind of took a while to load. Give the buffs again. And then we will finish off with Rhaenys's skills to get back to 100. And then here we go. Ooh, lots of crits too, you see that? If they survive, they're gonna get hit. Mordred's so cool. Alright. There we go. 236. That's pretty okay damage, you know. She got a buff recently, you know, so on JP, so the damage might not be accurate. So now last wave, we're at 20%, 50%. Here we go. All the skills come off cooldown, and we are back at 100. And for extra little damage, let's do this. Will this kill? I don't know. I don't know if this will kill off the NP, but because my Mordred's only MP1, I believe. Yeah, not. Oh, is that enough? A little bit. Oh yeah, but the crits though. The crits, come on now. And that was Mordred. Mordred's really cool. Obviously, Artoria and some other sabers can loop. But I wanted to show Mordred as the saber. Let's get on to archers. Alright, for archers, I will show Ishtar. I'll be using Ishtar. She is very easy and simple and will be the blueprint for a lot of 50% chargers since she has a 50% battery. So let's just get right into it. I'm just going to click all the skills. You know how I do. So get to 100 because that's 50% and we have a 50% starting. Give all the buffs. As you can see, we can start double Koyanskaya with this setup. Click the button. Let me drink some water. Alrighty. Now, as you can see, since we're she doesn't get any percent back. That's only certain characters. But we just click and click, and I only have her NP skill actually leveled up, so that's why those other ones didn't go off cooldown. Actually, the third one did, but that has a low cooldown. And we'll just NP again. And then the final one, of course, we will only have 50%, so we'll have to plug suit someone in. That is the thing about Buster looping is most of the time, I say most because there is some special exceptions, you need a plug suit versus if you have a super invested arcs, like character, for example, you don't necessarily need a plug suit, but again, not a big deal. And also, with Buster, you, of course, are doing a crap ton more damage, theoretically, than you would be doing on arts. Especially if you have Oberon. Oberon, of course, you don't need, as you can see, you know, we did the battery, and then we swapped to Rhaenys, and we're back to 100. Very simple. This will be the basic game plan for most 50% chargers. But what was I saying? Oberon, of course, you can use on any card type, but he does mesh well with Buster. But I don't have him, so. Next, we will get on to Lancers. Of course, if we're showing Ishtar, we have to show Ereshkigal for Lancers. Same thing, she has a 50% battery. It's her second skill, actually. So it's just literally going to be the exact same thing. And yeah, one thing I want to talk about while I show this one, I'll try to talk about different topics while we go through the ones that don't really need too much explanation, is that, in my opinion, I don't think you necessarily need one, like, looper of each class, you know? Especially if you just have a really good one of the main class, right? Because, ooh, that was not that much damage, was it? Or at least on that last guy. Anyway, what was I saying? It is, to me, I feel like more efficient to just invest in one, maybe, like, really, really good one. That's why a lot of people like Melusine and stuff, because Melusine is really strong and can do a lot and does a lot, does everything. She does a lot. But investing in one rather than, like, spreading out and spending a lot of resources on many different loopers, because it's like, hey, if you just get one looper, one really, really strong character that can carry you through a lot of the repeatable content, you know, like farming and you know, I don't know, lotto events and stuff like that, you can spend your quartz on actual characters you like, or other stuff, you know, you want to do like that. I just realized she might not kill here. Let's see. But I like the idea of just going, okay, here's who I'm investing in, here's who I'm getting, maybe get a couple extra NP on that one specific character, and then just rock out from there, not necessarily spreading thin, you know, and doing a bunch of classes. But anyway, let's get on to the next one. Alright, now we're on to casters. I skipped riders, as I said in the beginning of the video, because I don't have Drake's skills up, but it's okay. It's the exact same, you know, she's a 50%er. You just do exactly what I've been doing for the past couple here, and you should be good. There's actually not many riders that can loop, are there? But anyway, one thing, since we're on casters now, have I really never seen her NP? No, that's not. There's no way. Well, we're going to be able to see it in all slow-mo. But anyway, for my NA people out there, my man, Caster is a really awesome Buster farmer now with the Lost Belt 6 release. For some reason, and it's the biggest mystery in the history of Fate Grand Order, I do not know where he went on my account. I must have, like, I don't know, like, just completely, you know, threw him away or something, and I am annoyed, but, unfortunately, I cannot show you, Caster. However, there's tons of videos, I'm sure, showing how to farm with him, and he is very strong and very cool. Of course, he's story locked and stuff. But I did kind of want to show, Summer Nero, because I feel like at this point she's kind of a rare character. I don't know, she's kind of old, hasn't had too many raid-ups, I feel like, you know. But yeah, let's see, what else about Caster? This one is a little bit, pretty simple with all of these, with the 50%ers, you know. I guess another thing is that, like, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that, show, a lot of characters. So if you have any, like, hey, I have such and such, I would say type in that character Buster Loop, you know, and you'll probably find tons of videos. And of course, you know, this video, wow, she did not kill this guy. She did not kill this guy. Okay. That's fine. And then, well, bro, Crit Queen? She's not just a Crit Queen in NA. She's not just a Crit Queen on her normal version. She is the Crit Queen in all universes. But, let's get on to the next one. Finally, for Assassins, you can actually use Koyanskaya herself. However, it needs to be a pretty specific setup. So as you can see, you do kind of need Kaleidoscope, and you either need a cracked out Kaleidoscope, and by that I mean limit broken, or the append skill, which neither I have, or Oberon. So it would basically be this setup where you have, we'll just say the middle Koyanskaya is the one that gets all the buffs and stuff, and then you start 100, so you just MP immediately, then you do the 50%, then you have another 50% in the back, and it's, or sorry, total 100%. And yeah, it's pretty simple if you have K-Scope maxed out or the append skill. Unfortunately, I can't show you. Plenty of videos online as well, but again, if you have a super, you know, a universal Buster Looper, you might not necessarily need an assassin, but it is nice that she can do it. And now, of course, we get to one of the best ones, and the one I showed in the prior video, Morgan. Morgan is really strong because, in this system, because she's a berserker, which means she doesn't really care about, classes. Also, I have her pen skill, but I'm just going to act like I don't, so I, use the NP there, even though I didn't actually need to, in case you were wondering. But I would definitely recommend, if you're looking for a Buster Looper or someone, I would definitely consider Morgan, just because she will trivialize a lot of farming, and you won't have to mix and match different classes and stuff, and just having a universal thing. And from here on out, I'm going to be showing a lot of the extra classes, and that same thing will apply. Of course, you know, there's nuance, and you know, Berserker isn't effective against everything, obviously. But yeah, anyway. So, it's the exact same thing. I didn't click this skill, no, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. But, you know, this is the same thing I showed in the last video, but, just want to show it for completion. But Morgan's really good. I would definitely consider, trying to get her, and she gets a lot of raid ups and stuff if you really want to do Buster farming and stuff. But yeah. Morgan is cool. Now we have our skills back. We plug suit. Give her all the skills. And we have NP again, and we will NP. Ooh, it almost did kill. Okay. Oh, I mean, it almost killed. Alright, now we will move on to the extra classes and some fun stuff. Alright, for this last one, I want to show a character that will not come out this year for NA, but will come out next year. Arcueid, of course. Very popular character. I'm sure a lot of people will be trying to get her. But she can loop with Black Grail without plug suiting. You need Atlas, which I'll show you here, because she gets 100% charge. And yeah, so let me show this. The damage might be a little low, and I think that's for me, one of the reasons I don't use her that much is because I only have her at MP1. But definitely, if you heavily invest in her, she is going to be very strong. So this is a little sneak preview, I guess, for a character coming up soon. That, you know, you guys don't need me to tell you if you should roll for Arcueid or not, I imagine. Wow, longer loading screen. But, yeah, as we're getting to the end of this video, I just want to say I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching everything. And definitely... if you want to see more of this type of stuff, subscribe and leaving a like would be awesome too. And then also, if you want to see anything specific from me, like any guides or anything, please leave them down in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas and stuff. I thought of this just because I didn't want to make like a tier list or like a here's who's the best, you know, yada yada whatever. But I did want to give some examples and kind of just show the process, because it's not too different or complicated. But yeah, thanks. We just got to 100 subscribers, which I'm really happy about. And if you are not subscribed and you want to be a part of something, maybe subscribe ? But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. And we're just watching Arcueid tear through these. She is actually doing way more damage than I expected. But I would definitely be interested in getting more NP levels of her if she had the normal Arcueid design as a skin or something. But alas. And the final one, as you can see, we are at 0 charge, but we have Atlas, so we will reduce the skill cooldown. She gets back to 100, and that's a wrap. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just said that, but yeah, hopefully you guys could take something from this, and yeah, I wish you guys good luck on the rest of your Fate Grand Order adventures, and if you have any other questions or any comments, or just want to say, you know, Chicago Cubs are a cool baseball team, that'd be sick. All right. That's gonna be it. Bye-bye.